Hi guys, this is SuperBoo3 and we are now on Area 7 of our Galaga Legions DX playthrough. I seem to be making decent headway. I don't think I should be struggling to finish the game anymore. After seeing the worst, well, what looked like some of the worst waves that I've seen yet, the game throwing at me, I seem to actually manage with them, so I'm assuming my skill levels raised enough while playing this to actually get through, which I think is actually one of the few times I've actually managed to live up to some of the statements that I write on the introduction of my channel, where I claim that even with my average game skill I can normally get through things which look a lot harder as I learn as I play quite quickly. Actually, I guess Metal Gear Rising Revengeance would have been another good example of that. I'm not, like I said, I'm not like an expert gamer. I do play a decent variety of games though, so I have picked up some skills over the years.
Code red, entering Galaga territory. Proceed with caution.
You should always try and pick up the audio cues on... Oh, sorry, I got annihilated there. You should try and pick up on the... what I meant was visual clues, not audio cues. Because the yellow segments show exactly where the enemies start appearing. And I've also noticed that the enemies... There's a lot of enemies that seem to home in on where you're standing. So for those ones, it really seems to make sense to just move around a lot, like there, see, because I'm moving around they can't bother me so much, whereas if I stayed in one spot I'd probably end up getting swarmed. But no, the more I play this is starting to remind me of Beat Hazard, if any of you have ever played that one, because the enemy attack patterns are pretty weird on this. They don't, I mean, I'm used to in games where all the enemies shoot at me at the same time, whereas in this there's a lot of enemies where they just kind of fly around and do nothing, and they seem kind of oblivious to you. And Beat Hazard, a lot of the attacks felt like that in that game. I mean, there were some specific homing attacks, but the majority of, when I think of just a typical level, that's how I always picture it, the ones where the enemies kind of just hovered there and didn't really do anything. I'm surprised though, because I thought on hard this would be a lot harder, but I don't think this is a scratch on the old original Galagas. I've not played those, so I can't comment. Like I said, my only experience with them was playing Tekken. Whoa. This is wave 5, so there's only 2 more on this one. I'm not sure what level we're on at the moment. Oh, well, obviously I know this is Area 7, but I mean, as there's 5 levels on each area, I'm not sure which one this is. Okay, there we go. So just one more level. You only really have to beat 4 levels because the 5th level's that weird one. Okay, this is going bad. Alright, I need to position myself better this time. I'm going to race up to the top. It's on the shoot. Yeah, there they are, the yellow bits. Remember, I mean, it might look like I'm not paying attention, especially the way I'm just talking the whole way through this. Like I said, I'm not really concentrating, but you do have to kind of be aware of the reason that you died. So that's how come I'm just paying note of where the leaders are, so I can go straight for them. See, so these ones are at the back of each pack. I'm just making sure I take those out. And then, because the thing is, once you take out the leader, it clears out a whole section of the screen, and when it does that, you can actually start fighting again like normal and just fly around where you want, whereas you start getting cornered and trapped into really small sections of the level, and it just gets so difficult when you're completely and utterly trapped. And I've obviously done something silly here because suddenly he seems to be winning again. But before I seem to have cleared out most of the enemies. I really dislike these, I don't know what to call them, but the weird shelled enemies like that one. Seriously, this does not get old at all. Alright, it's only 40 seconds I've got to survive, which is going to make this possibly the shortest level we've done yet. I even died on this level, which typically increases the length of the level a little bit, I think. And if I don't actually kill this guy, I just realised I end up having the level ends even quicker. Uh-oh. See, I know you can also see when we kind of replay the sections which are similar to the ones that killed me, I again have trouble. So it really just demonstrates just how important it is to try and be aware of how the attack patterns work, because you will see formations you've seen before and you need to be able to take them out the next time you see them without any difficulty. I only got to wave 7 that time, out of the 99.
Recording.
So I'm technically doing a lot worse. But anyway, I'm not that fast. Just waiting for the trophy to ping, which it should. There we go. So that's area 7 clear, and thank you for watching, and until next time, bye.